What the hell was that? What the hell was I barely watching yesterday afternoon that damn near put me to sleep? Correct me if I'm wrong here. This is the final week of December, right? Which means this is the final 2 weeks of the NFL regular season. This is the time of year where games are supposed to be exciting, compelling. Teams are battling for home field. Teams are battling for a spot in the playoffs. This is the time of year where games are supposed to be great. But once again, the NFL came out yesterday and dropped a steaming turd on the field. Yesterday afternoon, I'm watching as Tyler Shuck is finally getting the recognition that he deserves from the national media. This kid, well, at 26 years old, Tyler Shuck is a grown man, but either way, this dude is special. For the first time in 4 years, I have a renewed sense of hope with my Saints. And credit where credit is due, I have been highly critical of Mickey Loomis, but he hit 2 home runs with Kellen Moore and Tyler Shuck. What Tyler Shuck is doing right now is incredible. He is winning with second and third stringers. He has rejuvenated this franchise in New Orleans. The national media, they are finally taking notice. Tyler Shuck is being celebrated as the potential rookie of the year. Did you see this kid? He has multiple games with over 300 passing yards. I've never seen this before. This is amazing. Look, I'm not taking anything away from Tyler Shuck. I am beyond thrilled that he is the quarterback of my team. But the reason Tyler Shuck seems extraordinary is because the overwhelming majority of quarterbacks in this league are ordinary. And we saw that again yesterday as the NFL presented another slate of painfully boring games. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. The average margin of victory in the NFL yesterday was almost 13 points. 40% of the games yesterday were decided by 10 or more points. And this was not a one-off. This wasn't just a bad day. This has been an ongoing problem throughout the season. Hell, I have been complaining about the declining quality of play in this league for the last 2 years. NFL Red Zone was unwatchable yesterday, and the league has no one to blame but themselves. I don't understand why Roger Goodell, hey, it's me, Roger G! I don't understand why Uncle Roger continues to devalue what I believe is one of the league's best assets. For over 15 years, NFL Red Zone was must-see TV. The witching hour, which was the fourth quarter of the early window of games, the witching hour used to be the best hour of the week on television. Now, it's anticlimactic. There might be 1, maybe 2 close games. The witching hour is now used to cast a spell and hope these painfully boring games get off my TV. One of the problems with NFL Red Zone, they are being given fewer and fewer games. Their inventory has been depleted. The NFL had 3 games on Christmas. There were 2 games on Saturday. Yesterday afternoon, as a result, Red Zone was given 2 games in the late afternoon window. Giants Raiders, vomit. Eagles Bills, barf. If it weren't for the Sunday night game being an instant classic, this would have been one of the worst weeks of the season, and there have been a lot of dreadful weeks in the NFL this season. Over the last couple of years, as I have been complaining about the declining quality of play in this league, over the last couple of years, I thought I was the problem. I thought this was a me problem. Back in 2023, I was one of the only ones complaining about it. I thought maybe my priorities were changing. Maybe my interests were changing as I was getting older. Maybe my Saints being a flaming ass fire and being led by the worst head coach in the history of the league, Dennis Allen. I thought maybe the combination of these factors were leading to my declining interest in the NFL. But this year, especially after more and more people have been complaining about it, this year I realized it's not me, it's them. The NFL product isn't as good as it used to be. And the main reason for that is because NFL quarterbacks are the drizzling shits. That's no longer my opinion. The Indianapolis Colts confirmed it this year when they begged Phillip Rivers to get his ass off the couch. They begged Phillip Rivers to wait another 5 years to be inducted into the Hall of Fame so he could potentially save their season. That is how bad the current group of quarterbacks are in the NFL. A team that was contending for the playoffs. They begged a 44-year-old to save their season because they thought he was their only viable option. The good news for the NFL, the playoffs this year should be good, and there are some compelling matchups in the final week of the regular season. But the league has a serious problem. This can no longer be explained away. There are no more excuses. This is no longer just a bad season. This has become a trend. The regular season in the NFL is declining every year. And the reason it's declining, there are too many starting quarterbacks in the league that have no business being in the position that they're currently in. And the biggest problem for the NFL, there might not be a solution to the problem because less and less kids are growing up playing football, which means the NFL's pool of talented athletes is getting smaller and smaller. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.